Well, this will be the before. This pool is going to get redone pretty soon. It's drained. I'm going to have the deck redone. I'm going to fix the diving board. I'm going to have all the surface that's just nasty, which is falling off, redone. Brand new tile. There's about 5 rebar spots you're going to fix. So it's January 16th, and we're going to see CDC pools redo this with white Pebble tech with blue specks. There's some cracks. Look at that. Some big ones there. That's probably the worst. And they're going to fix these too. Just shot. It's all done. Took 2.5 hours. They did a great job. Alright, here's an update with the pool. I guess the floor guys came over. I guess that's what you call them. And we had this drain channel, and they cut it out. They cut the concrete because it was thicker than that. And they went around and they ground the cool deck off with some machine. And places like that, they put some type of epoxy or something like that in these cuts. So what they're doing is paid them to fix the drain. These things, I don't know what they're called, but they're good. So we're not having those removed. They're not a drain, but it's a joint expansion type thing. This some of this stuff was pretty badly cracked. So it looks like the process is to cut the crack deep, put some side cuts in it, and then put the first level of this cracks type. Cat squeaks inspecting it. This was the worst. I know this one was. This one was basically busted into 4 pieces. I was wondering. So they'll put fake cool deck or something over this. And that's what they did for the cracks. Alright. This new update, the 3rd day, Saturday, their CDC sent over their tile guy. And what he did today was he laid all these tiles. He had to make a few cuts right there to get those to fit in, but otherwise, what, 900, I don't know, 900 pieces or $900, something like that. There was a crack in the beam, and the beam is the thing that goes between this area. So he pushed all these up and then caulked it and fixed the beam, because we had a big gap about that big, something like that. And also he installed these glow-in-the-dark tiles, which are on the pool steps. And there was, I don't know, a couple $100 just for like 8 or 9 of these. But we thought, what the hell? This will look cool at night with the pool light and everything. So next up, we'll see what happens next. But this is our teal tile we installed. Keep up the good work, CDC. Today's another pool update. CDC sent over some guys. They hooked up my light, so that's how they hook them up. apparently you can't finish it until the water's in. A lot of pool lights you don't turn on with no water. That ruins them. They came over and they said that they do 5 rebar patches, and you can see there's 1, 2, that one I knew they had to do, and that one. Then they did one over there, and let's see, they also cleaned the pool really well. There's a part missing there, and they fixed that. Then there's a whole bunch of rebar that was exposed after the chip out, so they fixed that, because if you don't, you're going to see that through the pool. So from this point, they are ready to come over and put the Pebble Tech on. So it'll be either the Pebble Tech or if somebody comes over and does the deck. We'll see, but we're close. They're over halfway done. Today is Pebble Tech Day. So the Pebble Tech is done. It's just after 10 o'clock. He started at 7. Pretty fast. Sets up in about 3 hours. And we went with the blue blend. And what that is it's Pebble, but it has these little blue things everywhere. Can't wait until this is has water and it's swimming in it. And here we are filling her up. Time for paint. They did a great job on the deck. And got the diving board to put on, but other than that, we are completely finished. This is the decking. This stuff was just destroyed the drainage, and they fixed all that up. It's turned out rather nice. Can't see any cracks at all. This part of the deck had some really bad cracks. This was split into 4 pieces. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, CDC will get you done in a few weeks. And if you're wondering what's something like this cost, if you're just gonna have a chip out and get your plaster redone or get Pebble Tech, you're looking at about $6,000. About $900 if you need new tile. Otherwise, maybe $5,500, I guess. And then the deck work is going to double your price. So then you're going to bring up the job into the $11,000 range.